Hi everyone, I'm Abhinav Gupta from DepX. I'm the CEO, and today we're going to take a look at how DepX deploys web applications in your own cloud platform or your data center's cloud platform. So we already have a video available on YouTube that has a few more examples on how to use DepX, but this will be a short overview of the capabilities that we have to offer. So one of the things that our users typically do is they deploy web applications in their AWS, Azure, or GCP. And we have set up an agentic framework behind the scenes that takes care of a lot of things when we look at migration, when we look at a deployment process. So first of all, we have already attached our CSP. If you want to know how to create a CSP, you can just come here, click on Connect Provider, select CSP, select AWS, go through all of these steps one by one. So we are using AWS Cognito to set up the authentication and authorization process. Once you populate all of these values and click on submit, your CSP will be added. You can come here, you can create a new chart. So we have some previous charts that are available right here, but we have created a new chart for this specific demo. So once we click on once we put this specific prompt in, then we click on enter, and that's when DepX starts processing the prompt. This takes a while, so we're just going to okay so let's take a look at the first pop-up. So first of all, DepX is going to ask you whether do you want a database or not. Let's say for the sake of this demo, we want a database. You can obviously select which size of machine do you need, but DepX automatically figures out that for the application that you're trying to deploy, this is the size of the machine you need. You can also give additional use cases to DepX, so DepX is further able to figure out for this specific use case you need such a big application or such a big server to run the application, and the same goes for the database as well. For the sake of this, we are going to go with the default settings for now. We click on submit, then we go into the next prompt, which states that do we need a CI/CD pipeline or not. Let's just go with no for now. In the next step, we're going to see the fact that you can upload your environment variables as well. It needs to be in a specific format. The format is mentioned right here. You can just download the format as well, and you can use this as a example for you to create your own environment file. But once you have created your environment file, you can just come here, you can select on upload, and then you can select your environment file right here. Once you click on submit, your environment file gets uploaded onto the DepX platform, and we only store it temporarily. Alright then, so now that this prompt is run, we'll go through all of the steps one by one. So we already saw all the pop-ups that what are the settings that they control, and then once all of that are taken care of, then we go through all the parameters. So you can see that our instance size is T2 micro. We are using a key pair right here. Storage, so basically we store your code base in a bucket first before we deploy it on Elastic Beanstalk. So we're using Elastic Beanstalk in this example to deploy your web application. Similarly, so the Elastic Beanstalk environment settings are right here, the database settings are right here, and a few additional parameters. And the best part is that DepX also gives you the architecture diagram of what you're about to deploy. So this specific functionality is really important for data centers who want to increase adoption for their own cloud platform, because this makes it very easy to onboard engineers. Give them the tools and give them access to platforms that they don't generally get on other cloud providers or other data centers cloud platforms. So this really helps in increasing adoption amongst engineers, and it also helps SMEs and medium enterprises deploy web applications really quickly. One of the most popular use cases for this specific workflow is with IT services companies who build their own software, but they generally have to rely on a big DevOps team, or maybe an outsourced DevOps company to deploy their applications, deploy the software in a secure and scalable manner. But here in this case, all the engineers have to do is build the software, come to DepX, put in a simple prompt in English, and then DepX takes care of the rest. And once I click on yes, then DepX will go ahead and deploy the entire application for me on my AWS account. So we'll wait a while for this to complete. And now that this entire process is finished, we can see that first of all we start by creating our database, and then we start deploying the application on Elastic Beanstalk. We go through all the steps one by one, where we create load balancers, we create auto scaling groups, we add instances to them, and then we deploy the application right here. So this is how we can deploy web applications using simple prompts in English. We have better examples on other videos. This video was meant to be pretty short, so we are not really exploring all the capabilities in this video itself. So thank you so much for watching, and I will link all the other relevant videos in the description.